What we just witnessed was just disgusting. I am very upset. I am very angry, and I am very hurt that they could be able to do something like that to us.
The Democratic mayor of Newark, New Jersey, just got arrested after trespassing into an ICE detention center. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem shuts down a Democratic senator who keeps defending illegal immigrants. And President Trump announces that his administration is on board when it comes to taxing the rich.
But first, breaking tonight, a bizarre story and situation unfolding in New Jersey. The mayor of the state's largest city is under arrest tonight as he and 3 Democratic members of Congress are accused of breaking into an Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility, an ICE facility, during a protest. Newark Democratic Mayor Ras Baraka is being held at a Homeland Security office in his city. That's where correspondent Alexis McAdams is right now. Good evening, Alexis.
Brett, bizarre is a good way to put it here. People are now calling for the release of Mayor Baraka here in Newark, New Jersey, after he was taken away in handcuffs earlier this afternoon. Before I show you that arrest, though, Brett, I just want to show you what we're seeing here. We just arrived a few moments ago. You can see the crowd. These people have showed up after Baraka's arrest. We're in front of an HSI facility here in Newark, New Jersey, or the Homeland Security office. And you can see here as well, you can see the officers right here through that fence, and they're getting ready to possibly give some new information as we wait after this arrest. Watch this.
Put your hands on me.
Okay, so the Newark mayor there, also Congressman Robert Menendez Jr., Congresswoman Bonnie Watson-Coleman, and also LaMonica MacGyver were all involved. We're told at least 3 of the congresswomen and men tried to break into the detention facility, according to DHS. Sources tell us that when the gates of Delaney Hall Detention Center opened this afternoon to let in a bus full of detainees, the Democrat elected officials ran right inside, pushing by security and entering what is a secure facility. Democrats say that facility opened without permission from the city of Newark. It opened last month. It's expected to be a busy ICE facility, a private one, housing about 1,000 migrants a day. The officials wanted to go inside, so they decided they'd just take matters into their own hands. Why did they want to go inside, Brett? I'm told it was because they wanted to make sure the migrants were okay and were, quote, being fed. DHS says these are criminals that are being taken off the street for a reason. MS-13 gang members and also migrants held on murder, rape, and drug trafficking charges are inside.
Imagine this. It's a year from now. You're saving hundreds of dollars a year on Medicare. Your doctor's covered. Your benefits are better. All because you made one call to Chapter. Julie in Kansas did, and she's now saving $400 a year. Jamie in Texas, $600 more in her Social Security check. Chapter exists because their founders watched their own parents get screwed over with bad advice, and they swore it would not happen to anybody else. And their help, it's totally free. I know. Give them a call right now at 909-563-8279, or you can visit them at askchapter.org/Ron and make that future your reality. In fact, give them a call or hit them on the web and just say, hey, Ron told me to call you. Is there any way you can save me money on my Medicare? Let me know how much they were able to save you. Now, for officials who keep rambling on about due process, they sure didn't take their own advice. I mean, deciding to try and enter a facility without proper vetting. Now, just to prove that Democrats believe in a double standard, I want to show you how they're reacting to this, because in their minds, being elected as an official is enough reason for them to enter any facility. And I want you to notice the change in Representative Coleman's delivery here right after she comments on ICE being out of control.
They know who we are, and yet they treated us and manhandled us and manhandled the mayor. And so you can imagine the fear of individuals just going about their lives in the streets. We came here to see the conditions inside, and those conditions aren't bad. We don't know that everyone who is inside belongs there, but we knew that people are okay, they're safe, it's clean, they're feeding them. ICE is out of control. ICE thinks it can intimidate all of us, and it cannot intimidate any of us. And we, the people, will make sure that this administration adheres to the rules that separate us from dictatorships in other third world countries.
Now, this kind of reminds me of Maxine Waters and how Democrats tried to bully their way into the Department of Education earlier this year. Y'all remember that? I also remember them being extremely disrespectful to a federal employee and stating that they're from Congress, the same way that these elected officials told authorities that they were federal officials, which leads me to show you what happened when they arrested Mayor Baraka.
Circle the mayor. Circle the mayor. Circle the mayor. Están saliendo los. Don't cause this problem. Where's my congressman? Where's my congressman? Where's my congressman?
Don't touch us. Don't touch us.
Get off of us.
Don't touch
Get
us.
off of us.
Don't touch us.
Get your hands off of us.
Don't touch us.
Get your hands
Don't
off.
touch us.
Get off of
You're
us.
touching a federal.
Don't put your hands on her either.
Don't touch
Don't put your hands on her either. Don't do it.
Don't touch us. Don't touch us. Don't touch us.
In the street.
Don't touch us. Don't touch us.
What these federal officials fail to admit is that they were asked to leave the premises multiple times before the arrest happened. And you saw how they endangered everyone around them, asking people to circle the mayor because I guess their mayor is above the law. And since they're federal officials, they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want. Now, U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey, Alina Habba, commented on what happened here. Listen to what she had to say about this.
Well, I can confirm, as I have publicly stated, that we have put the mayor, Ras Baraka, under arrest. It's very simple, Martha. As I've said, in the state of New Jersey, as Pam Bondi has said in the United States, we will not stand for anybody getting in the way of getting rid of criminals in this country. It's very simple. Unfortunately, the mayor has publicly for 3 days been saying that he's going to break in, eventually did break in, was given multiple opportunities to remove himself, failed to do so, and has been detained and will be charged.
And where is he being held?
I'm not going to speak to that right now. He's obviously in New Jersey.
But he's in custody.
Yes. He has been arrested and will be charged.
Urgent warning, guys. The job market is collapsing. The economy is shrinking fast. Layoffs are skyrocketing. The Trump tariffs are already shaking industries. The media won't tell you this, but most high-paying jobs, they're disappearing. And the ones that do remain, they're soon going to be out of reach. But here's the good news, guys. I've put together a list of 30-plus jobs that pay around $100,000 per year without a degree. These are recession-proof jobs, and some are even set to explode in demand thanks to this economic shakeup. No college degree required, no student debt, just real jobs that pay. But I promise, guys, this list is not going to be available forever. So get it right now. Get it before these jobs are flooded by the competition. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below so you can get your free list of the 30 plus jobs that pay over $100,000 without a college degree. So download this list before it's too late. Now, let's face the facts here, guys. They were there to create a political stunt. And it's insane how they're willing to work for criminals who have entered the country illegally. And I think Representative Byron Donalds made a good point when he talked about it here.
I was looking at these Delaney Hall detainees, the illegal immigrant ones. DHS put out a list of some of the things they're accused of. It's not good. Deadly weapon with intent to kill, interfering with the custody of a child, possession of controlled substance, active gang affiliations. So these are the people Democrats are going to storm a facility on behalf of? Boy, have they lost the plot, Congressman.
You're absolutely right. They've completely lost the plot. They don't remember why they lost this election. It was primarily because of illegal immigration, a lot of criminal aliens in our country who were victimizing Americans. And instead of standing with the American people and President Trump to make sure we have an orderly process to remove criminal illegal aliens, what are they doing? Waiting for the gate to open to run through the gate? I mean, that's just crazy to me. And I'm not saying it's just because of what happened today. When Joe Biden was bringing in tens of million people into the United States, I went and toured one of the facilities down at Fort Bliss. I waited at the gate, showed my congressional ID. I had to wait a couple hours. They finally let me in to tour that facility because I wanted to see what Joe Biden and that administration was doing at that time. So for them to just storm the gates, much more about a political stunt. We cannot have people impeding the operations of Homeland Security and ICE when they're trying to undertake the mission given to President Trump by the American people.
Now, just to clarify, that bus that went into this detention center was filled with criminals. These are the people that Democrats choose to defend, which brings me to our next story. Senator Chris Van Hollen, he continues to deny that he's vouching for an MS-13 gang member. The idea that DHS Secretary Kristi Noem quickly shot down. I mean, look at how embarrassed he looks here and how he has to project what he's doing onto Noem.
Despite what you just said, the federal district court, whose judge is hearing this case right now, said, and I'm quoting, that the administration has provided no evidence linking Abrego Garcia to MS-13 or any other terrorist activity. I'm not vouching for the man. I'm vouching for his due process rights.
Sir.
No, Madam Secretary, with
respect. I would suggest that you defend and stand alongside the victims of illegal crime.
This is political rhetoric.
The citizens who live here and are United States Americans. I would suggest you advocate for them as hard
Madam
as you do
Secretary, I know you're doing a political speech here. I get it. I'm asking questions of law. No, you're just spewing
I truly
rhetoric.
believe this. I
Well, you're
truly believe
spewing
this.
rhetoric.
There's no denying that Democrats are pulling political stunt after political stunt, and they're trying to fight against one of the most popular mandates from the American people, to keep our nation safe and to remove criminals and terrorists from our streets. Now, moving on, guys, President Trump has recently commented on something that Democrats have talked about for years. Is he willing to have the rich pay more in taxes? You're going to be surprised by this answer because it's not what many expected from Trump.
Specifically on the possibility of an increase in taxes on wealthier Americans, what do you say to conservative Republicans who argue that this is an increase on small business owners?
Well, what we're doing is we're actually, if we ever did that, it would only be, and from what I hear, people would love to do it, rich people. I would love to do it, frankly, but what we'll do is that, they'll go around saying, oh, this is so terrible. What you do it is you're giving up something up top in order to make people in the middle income and the lower income brackets save more. So it's really a redistribution. And I'm willing to do it if they want. I would love to be able to give people in a lower bracket a big break by giving up some of what I have. But I'll tell you, a lot of people say don't do it because of the fact that you have the Bush statement about read my lips. But he lost because of Ross Perot. He didn't lose because of that statement.
And then on the salt.
But I don't think they're going to be doing it. But I actually think it's good politics to do it where richer people give up. And it's a very small, it's like a point. But they give it up to benefit people on a lower income.
It's weird how President Trump is the one that's addressing this. If anything, Congress should do something to create legislation to lower taxes for working Americans. Hey, by the way, guys, if you're one of the real ones who really enjoy what we do here on the channel, you've got to check out the Inner Circle. This is where our true supporters get exclusive access to content that I just can't share here, completely commercial free. It's also the best way to keep this channel going strong. So if you want to be a part of something special, join us over there. Links in the description or in the pinned comment down below.